commentate.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right, so this is going to be a familiar-looking team, with Ed and Xaltis being, or PurpleGuy and Xaltis being the team that knocked us out in double, and then Seibrik and Eden, which are the team that we just saw in our previous game. So overall, this is going to be a really cool match.
There's a lot of kill power on both teams. Zelda is a character that Ed specializes in. One of his favorite characters is main in Brawl. Well, he played Zelda in Sheik in Brawl, and he also plays Zelda in Sheik. Less so Sheik now, but more so Zelda. But he knows the ins and outs of the character and how to make her work. It's very difficult to make mistakes around his Zelda because he knows how to make the most of her punishes, like her very specific options in her down tilt, her kick, her
the
nair.
back air and all that.
Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to get at is Seibrik and Eden have very good burst in the fact that Meta Knight, traditionally has his up airs into the up B, and then Eden has the limit break.
Right.
The other side, there aren't any tippers because of Lucina is in Marth, but she still does have pretty respectable kill power. Zelda has kill power, but has the problem of getting in. But this is double, so that's not much of an issue.
Right. The only thing is, we didn't see when we played, we didn't see Zelda and Lucina. And my issue with this is Lucina is I think Lucina is a really solid character in doubles. However, the reason why I feel like that is because Lucina is really good at covering options, but she can't force options. And so she pairs really well with characters like Diddy, Mario, characters that are really good at forcing your opponent to do something. I don't know if Zelda really has those options where she can force you to do something.
No, that's not traditionally Zelda's character, but given the fact that this is doubles, there are leeway in different types of negotiations you can make within the on the stage. Just the fact that you can kind of like run around and know that your partner is there to cover you, and even if you get hit, it's not like the other person has the ability to make the most optimal punishes because of your partner and the possibility of getting interrupted based on where you are by their partner. So it's a lot. Yeah, that was a very nice edge guard.
Yeah, and I don't know. I feel this is a very strange team composition.
I do think so as well, but they know what they're doing. I was maybe expecting Rosalina, but Xaltis maybe doesn't like the Meta Knight pick into.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. She's had a lot to say about the Meta Knight Rosalina matchup before.
That was unfortunate.
Yeah. The one thing that I will point out, though, both Xaltis and Ed are phenomenal players in doubles. We've seen them consistently get a top 3 at every doubles event that they've gone to, right. With Xaltis being easily one of the best doubles players in Florida, I would say.
Yeah, very consistent.
Yeah, extremely consistent in doubles. And Ed, we remember back at, I believe, TGL 6, he ended up teaming with the Buzz and ended up getting first here. So I don't know. They're a very smart team, so I'd like to see more of what they're doing. However, Seibrik and Eden having such amazing synergy this tournament. Mm-hmm. We saw this last game. We're seeing this during this set as well. Like this, the way that they're playing is just so amazingly in sync. That was so good. All these edge
very
guards.
Very aggressive off stage, but it didn't cost him as much because he was able to expertly tech. But that was quite interesting. He's very brave, and the dash attack does not take it.
Oh wow! He was trying to cover the teleport there.
Okay, that was interesting. He went for the jab.
And that's going to be it.
Oh wow! No finishing touch.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be.
Well, the thing is about this, if Ed can land a kick finishing off Eden and then kill.
You were saying, my friend, if he can do what to Eden?
If he can land the kick, Now all he has to do is it's very much. Oh no, it's
no, that's it.
That was unfortunate. He landed on the platform, but the Zelda does have the kill power, especially with Rage, to be able to kill the very light Meta Knight. Once again, if you were able to fend off Eden. But that was quite interesting.
I wonder if we're going to see the character change here. Because, to be honest, I feel like these are two characters that, like, I know a lot of last match I was focusing on PurpleGuy and Xaltis.
Right.
Now, it's just because the team composition, I feel it clashes with each other.
I know. I feel like it's not the worst. I mean, both characters are able to
kill, like, solidly.
Yeah, they're able to kill. They're able to control their space in some way or regard. But I feel like Cloud's sword and Meta Knight's ability to be able to get in with his dash attack, his very light traction and in the grab, and then being able to cover a lot of space with his multiple jumps and bully and the edge guarding, as we saw, is I think a little bit too much.
Yeah, I think that,
but
the reason why I feel Eden and Seibrik were able to win that is because they were more well-rounded as during those games.
They did kind of like hit each other a little bit more, but the thing is, Eden was able to keep that stock, and that gave them the advantage.
Yeah,
the second stock.
All right, so we're going over to Lilat. This stage,
interesting.
Yeah, I like.
It does mess up with some of the neutral airs and the auto cancel of Cloud's auto cancels. And there we saw the burst potential.
Yo, what version of Wii U are we on right now?
That still works. Yeah. It doesn't seem it's a bit harder, but you know the whole up air up B thing still works.
Yeah.
Oh
wow!
Very nice timing. Kill for kill. Okay, this is okay. He didn't get lighted. I was kind of worried that how Ed likes to fish under the stage with his very strong up air to punish people trying to
Whoa! Okay, and that was not worth it for Eden.
It was not.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, teleport goes really far up.
Whoa! What is going on? This is like a lumberyard, and people just keep falling like trees. Like, this is ridiculous.
That was a very nice down there. Okay, so blue team is down. No, blue team is It's even. It's even in stocks.
Yeah, it's 4-4, but oh my goodness.
We'll have to see what happens. Zelda Ed is very high percent right now, which means a lot of rage. If he can take out Eden before he's able to use his limit, or at least able to use his limit to kill, then that would be really, really nice. Okay.
PurpleGuy is getting so much distance, so much like mileage out of these up airs, but finally losing that stock there.
All right.
So we're back to 3. Now we're 3 stocks versus 3 stocks, and Seibrik is playing so carefully, and I love it.
That didn't kill, but that was a very good option. The fact that there was nowhere for Lucina to go on the platform, so the up smash was very, very wise. I would have liked to see. Okay, that was a very nice conversion, but I think I would have personally liked if Seibrik went down to edge guard the Lucina rather than following up and letting Eden follow up on that. They would have. I think they would have gotten a little bit more mileage on that. Very nice up smash. Now they're covering. Blue team has stage control. Oh, very nice counter. Meta Knight's coming back on stage, no problem, because he is the aerial master. All right. Oh, a missed opportunity. If he would have been able to get land the up air and then get an up B after, that would have taken the stock. No, yep, it might have.
I could see it. The thing is,
okay.
Lilat's blast zones shift with the actual stage,
right? So
that could possibly do it.
Oh, a bit unfortunate that both times back there, Lucina doesn't have the best upward kill potential because, you know, he doesn't have Marth up air tippers. So he wasn't able to get the most out of the punish.
Wow.
Very nice dimension cape. It's Lucina versus the world right now. Eden at very low percent. Seibrik in an edge guarding position. He used all of his jumps.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, whoa!
Very,
Okay.
Very nice drift back by Xaltis, able to avoid the cross slash.
This is still doable, but it's going to be really, really uphill.
She's controlling her space very, very well. Like she's very nice.
Wow.
Deck. Very nice deck again by
Up, and that's,
okay,
that's really hard to tech. All right, so that's it for that's at. Oh my goodness.
That's it.
That is it for PurpleGuy and Xaltis out in losers round 4. That is the earliest I've seen either of them go out in doubles. So
there was a ray of hope if Xaltis was able to clutch out the 2v1. It was definitely possible, but that unfortunate how she hit the stage.
Yeah.
Sideways. And
that's also has to do with Lilat.
Yeah.
Because the thing was, when Meta Knight gets that down air hit, then immediately a wall was formed because of the shifting of Lilat.
Right.
So it turned into a bounce instead of just a pure spike. So it went from being a regular spike to a stage spike, and that's
best case scenario. She would have gone like say maybe above the stage.
Yeah.
Kind of okay would be to bounce off and bounce off to the left instead of going straight down.
Yeah, because you have more time to react if it's going off to the corner.
Right.
The problem is
Lucina.
Lucina's recovery is almost completely vertical.
Right.
So
did she? I'm not sure if she had a jump at that time. Maybe not, because I think she was trying to counter edge guard, but you know,
yeah,
it's Lilat's Lilat.
All right, so losers